Hey Virgos, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. Hello, good to see you. If you are brand new here, I hope that you will consider subscribing, maybe giving a thumbs up. I don't know why my mind just went blank, but it did. Subscribing, giving me a thumbs up on one of my videos. That's how I stay visible on the front page, and that's how we grow. That's how I can continue to come back here and give you guys free general readings. What is general reading? Please read below in the description field. You will see what a general reading is. So today I am starting out with my Modern Witch Tarot. If you'd like to see which cards I own, which ones I plan on buying next, you will see that in the link below in the Amazon link. And I'm just going to call in, these cards have already been blessed, but just going to call in Archangel Michael for guidance, Archangel Chamuel for understanding, and my angels and guides for signs and symbols, please, to help me with this reading. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you fall into any of those categories, this may be your reading, but it may not be, so take what resonates. All right? All right. And let's cut. Okay, Virgo, you and your beautiful earthiness. Let's get this done. Get her done. All right, get the peekers out of the way. There we go. Sun, Moon, Rise, Venus. Oops. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Virgo. Sign of Virgo. Sorry this is late, Virgo. You know, I got a little bit... wasn't feeling good on Tuesday, so I got behind on fire signs. You guys come after fire signs, yada yada. Right, so here we go. All right, first card out is the Ten of Swords. So somebody is hoping to drop some burden. So something came to a painful end for you, Virgo. And I feel as though, although the ending is still going on. I don't think that it's completely ended yet, but the ending is still going on. And I feel like it's every step of the way has been painful for you. And you just want to get it done, get it off your plate so you can carry on with some sort of normalcy in your life, right? The Knight of Wands is here, which tells me that it could be over something that is very, that you're very passionate about, or someone you're passionate about, and this thing is coming to an end. The Ten of Swords tells me that you've been overthinking a lot, but that it's time for you to put down those burdens. You don't need to overthink this anymore because it is in the end stages. So we have the... so sorry, don't mean to cough at you, especially if you have earbuds on, but I do have allergies. Okay. Knight of Wands tells me that I think it was someone that you were passionate about. I have a feeling that this person has something that continues to draw you back in, Virgo. This person has... I think you're still attracted to that person that the ending is happening with. I feel as though you two have been together maybe 10 years, 10 months. I have a feeling it's 10 years. It could be, that's my feeling though. I am seeing 10. So I feel like it's maybe 10 years you were married. If not married together in some capacity, in some sort of union. And I feel like that the passion, that you two still have a passion for each other, that you still maybe, I'm kind of unclear on whether you're engaging in passionate times together still, or if you are, or you have parted with this person. Because when I look at this here, these two cards here, when I look at these cards like this, and this is how they came out, I see that this Ten of Swords here is, you know, I like the depiction here because she's laying there and she's got all these swords stuck in her. She knows this is coming to an end, but she's laying there reading her phone. So it tells me that whomever the ending came with, I don't think they're all that concerned that there was an ending with you two. So I feel like you keep charging in to see if there's anything there. That you keep charging in, Virgo, to see if there's anything left in this relationship. And when you get there, it's this. This person doesn't really want to have a relationship with you any longer, and they're ready to put down the burdens that the relationship brought. So whatever it was, maybe you were married 10 years, 10 months, I don't know, but it looks like you are entertaining the idea of going back in for some sort of passionate time, maybe, and that the other person is not engaging you. It just doesn't feel like they want that to happen. The next card that came out is strength. So that tells me that you do have to have strength because of this ending. I think it's been tough. I think it's been very passionate. And when I say passionate, maybe it's not been passionate times, but maybe, you know, hot-headed conversation, because the Knight of Wands is a hothead. And maybe not a hothead, but I would say with Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius energy, I would say that person sort of comes charging in, right? So I think that when it comes to the point where your person says, look, I need to come get some things from the house, that you're just like, okay, you don't want to have any problem, and you don't want to have any problems, and you don't want to engage the fire in that wand. You don't want to engage it at all. So then we come up with strength, and you're trying to find a way to be successful in this ending with the Cancer card here, the Chariot, and I think you're trying to find a way to be strong as this approaches the absolute end. And it is, yeah, it's coming quickly, I think. I feel like your partner wants it to come quickly. I feel like you want it to go slow. And I don't know for what reason you want it to go slower than it is. Let me clarify. Let's see what we've got in the clarification box here. All right. Light Seers Tarot is this deck here. Archangel Michael and Uriel, please. Sorry, Archangel Michael and Chamuel, please. Gods and goddesses, I do need your help. Angels and guides as well, please. Thank you. Can I have clarification, please, on the Ten of Swords? Ten of Swords for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week ahead. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. Too many falling around, but there is one sticking out right here, so I think I'll take it. Ten of Swords is clarified by the Four of Wands. Okay, so Ten of Swords being clarified by the Four of Wands tells me that there is a marriage broken here. So this marriage has broken up, Virgo. You were in this marriage, and it was fiery. I think that it was... that you may have been together longer than you were married, but I do feel as though there has been some passionate arguments. Let's just say, I'm going to call it screaming and yelling, but passionate arguments. I feel some anxiety actually off of that Four of Wands card. The Ten of Swords being so graphic, right? You can see this card, the Ten of Swords here, being so graphic. She's laying down and you can see her looking at her phone, all nonchalant. I feel like this card, which is supposed to be sort of celebratory, gives me more anxiety than the Ten of Swords for you. And I think it's because you have you've come to the end of your rope. I feel that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm hearing, the end of your rope. And you have given all that you can give here, and you're not going to give any more. And you've had to, what's the word? You've had to, yeah, I'm going to say what I hear, and that's put up with. You've had to put up with this person who is, I think, terrorizing you is another word that I hear, terrorizing you verbally, and it is time for that to come to an end. So I see this person laying here, with all those swords stuck in her, just nonchalantly reading her phone, like it really doesn't bother her that this has come to an end, this marriage. And then we have heartbreak for you. So it really bothered you more than it bothered her. You never wanted to have a failed marriage, but I think that she didn't take it as seriously as you did, Virgo. So when it comes down to it, I don't think you should feel too bad that it's broken, only because I don't think, I'm saying she because I see a woman on the card, but remember, we're not reading gender genetics here, we're reading energy. And so when I say she, I see someone with a feminine side that might be stronger than the masculine side. And sometimes that means a woman, sometimes it means a man, but take it as it resonates. So I feel like your heart is broken over the end of this marriage, and I feel like she is not broken. She is just carrying on. So I wouldn't feel too bad about it. I just want to know about the Knight of Wands here. What can we clarify on the Knight of Wands, please? What is the Knight of Wands? Knight of Wands for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Knight of Wands, please. Knight of Wands. All right. This one will go back in, which tells me there are tough times. Then we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so I feel like then you feel as though you still have some sort of a passion for this person, the person that may have been married to you. And the thing is that you felt as though you were going to be single for a very long time, because the Three of Swords tells me that you're, all stuck up in your head. Three of Swords travels down to the heart. You feel heartbroken. You feel like the end came and you just don't want to try again. However, you hop back on your horse and you end up being passionate again. So then I feel like you start dating again. You start dating, and then the Wheel of Fortune turns in your favor, and I feel like you meet somebody else. Why is there the Knight of Wands here? Please clarify the Knight of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you meet somebody else, but you don't realize the potential with this other person. You don't take off the blindfold. You're like, okay, well, this is a date. This, we'll see how this goes. And I don't think you expected it to go any further because you get the blinders on. The Two of Swords, you can't make a decision. The Wheel of Fortune is moving forward, fortunately, toward you, but you don't get it. You don't get that it is... you don't get that this is exactly what is supposed to happen. You were supposed to remove a barrier so you could carry on with your life. Your barrier was the person that you were with. They were not your person. They were not nearly your person. They were someone that you had an attraction to. They had an attraction to you. And that was really, and once that fizzled out, once that part of it fizzled out, then things stopped working. Now I have the Knight of Swords here, and to me, as a reader, to me, the Knight of Swords is more about being surprised. Someone just showing up at your door, or someone who has something to say to you and just shows up and blurts it out, no matter who's in the room. But what I feel here is that you are surprised because when you start dating, I think you meet somebody that you really like, and I don't think you thought you would. I think you thought that you're still in the healing process and that you weren't necessarily going to date again. You were kind of enjoying being on your own, hanging out with the girls, hanging out with the guys. And I don't think that you understood the impact of the person that you met. Now, they could be an air sign for sure. They could be an air sign. They could be, we've got fire and air here so far, except for Leo, which is strength, and the Chariot, which is Cancer. Why is the Strength card here, please? Why is the Strength card here, please? Strength card, please. Got one sticking out here. The Strength card, you've transformed. So you know what? You decide that you're going to do things differently this time. You're not going to move things really quickly. You're kind of going to move them slower than usual, and you're going to get to know this person and then see if you two are a good fit. So I think this transformation comes from learning a lesson, the karmic lesson that comes with, the things that come with the Wheel of Fortune. And I think that you learned that it's not good to just base a relationship on physical aspects, right? That you really should get to know the person first. Yeah, you had had a lot of healing to do, but I feel like you spent enough time alone by yourself being able to heal that it turned into some sort of a transformation. Why is the Chariot here, please? Why do we have the Chariot for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please. Virgo. I'll put these back. Got this one that jumped out. And it is the Page of Wands in the reverse. So I feel like you want success in a relationship, but you're not willing to take a different path in love. You don't think it's going to be good news. You feel as though if it goes too quick, things are going to turn out the way they did the last time with the last person, and you want to do this differently. So you're not willing to take that new path in love just yet, and you're waiting for something that tells you that that this person is a good person for you, at least to date, if not anything else, at least to go ahead and date. Why do we have the Chariot here, please? Chariot, please. Clarify Chariot. Chariot. Too many. I'm going to take the one that's face down, because the other ones are all face up. We've got the Eight of Swords. So yeah, you're kind of up in your head, thinking it over, you know, feeling stuck, mulling it over, not really knowing what to do in terms of, should I get into a relationship or should I not bother? Because you've been hurt in this marriage that broke up, and it wasn't really fun. It's still not. I think they're, you know, the only time that couples will keep in touch after they have been divorced is if there's children. So there could be children here. I am actually just going to clarify. I just want to know a couple of things about these cards I've put down here. So we have the Ten of Swords, end of pain. Then we pulled out the Four of Wands, which is end of a marriage or a stable relationship. And I mean, really, if it's the end of a relationship, how stable could it have been, right? But I feel like you're wanting to just lose the pain of all of this, because I see this card. This is one of the depictions of the Three of Swords that tells me that it's been excruciating for you, actually. It's been incredibly terrible time for you, that you are exhausted and you're tired of arguing, and whatever's going on is hurting your heart. I really feel a little bit of anxiety for you, Virgo. So the Three of Swords brings you to the Tower, and let me see here. What sort of a tower is this, please? Can you tell me about the Tower for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tower has come up on the Three of Swords. What can you tell me about the Tower, please? Clarify the Tower. We have the Knight of Swords. So I think it kind of took you by surprise. I feel like your partner left you, and I feel like you were kind of shocked by it, that you were, you know, so busy, you know, making bank, coming home, doing the things, the Groundhog things that, the Groundhog Day things that happen whenever we get into a relationship that settles in, the dust clears, the honeymoon is over, and the bloom's off the rose, but now comes the hard work, right? Keeping the relationship together. So I feel like the Tower came and you were kind of shocked. You didn't know or didn't realize, or maybe weren't paying attention to the person that was in your life, and they felt as though they had had enough, and they were the ones that pulled the plug on you. What else do we have for the Tower, please? Healing. It's the only one that turned upright, so I'm taking that one. So along with the Tower came some healing as well. So I feel like this was a necessary Tower. Using Lenormand under the roses to clarify a little more. I feel like this Tower was necessary to clean the debris of your life. I think that there was a lot of debris scattered within your life, and I think that this Tower falling here was really necessary for you to get out of your stagnant energy. You really kind of needed a kick in the ass, Virgo, and that was your kick in the ass. Why is the Knight of Swords here? And the Star, please. Knight of Swords and the Star. Knight of Swords and the Star, please. Knight of Swords and the Star. Knight of Swords and the Star, please. Swords and the Star. Yeah. So we have children, right? And I felt that. I felt that there were kids in the marriage, and that's the reason why, I think that's the reason why you were so devastated, because you knew that once this whole thing began, that you were going to have to be separated from your kids. And I don't think that sits well with you. All right. So now we have the Knight of Wands, which is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, right? Rolling in your favor. But you didn't see it coming because you're Two of Swords. You're not making any decisions about any relationships. You're kind of done. You just want to be alone. You want to be doing your own thing. And you're kind of done with the way this whole thing came down and the way it ended. But I feel like somebody surprises you. And that's the Knight of Swords. Oh, we got a box card. The Knight of Swords comes in and says, Ace of Pentacles. Time to start something new. So I really feel as though you were in a union or a marriage that you overstayed. You two probably were never good for each other. The kids came immediately, and so you two kept moving along. But I feel as though you were both attracted to one another, and you felt like the attraction was going to be the thing that was going to carry you through. And to be honest, most young couples go through this when they realize it's not all like it is on TV. And then when the kids come immediately, when you don't even have a breath to be together before the children show up, you know, it's all nice and romantic when you're pregnant, and then the hard work comes. And I feel like it was, you know, the 9 to 5, the mundane tasks, the, you know, taking care of the kids, all that stuff that really the bloom was off the rose. So anyway, after that came to an end, you did meet somebody and you didn't expect to. And it kind of shocked you. So Ace of Pentacles, here we go again. Wondering if you should plant another pentacle because you've met somebody really wonderful who, by the way, I feel is also an earth sign like you. Someone who is Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Let me get some cards off the floor here. There we go. Someone who is like you, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. And I feel like you two hit it off right away. And already decide that you want to plant a pentacle together. So what else do we have here for the Knight of Swords? Knight of Swords, please. Knight of Swords. Whew. We have the Hermit. There you are. There's your card, Virgo. Yep. So you grab your strength of Leo, right? You grab your strength and you decide that it's time to try this out. You know, maybe it's someone who's different than the last person, and maybe it's something that's going to work out. That's going to work out between you. And when you two get together, you seem to enjoy that person. That person enjoys your company, and you're very much about spending time with this person. I feel like this person makes you think inwardly. So they make you. You know, Virgo is a hermit for a reason. The card of the Hermit is the card of Virgo, and it's for a reason. And that's because, you know, Virgos aren't all about what they say out loud. They're all about the internal thinking because their minds are always moving. So, you know, they're always trying to break things down to the lowest denominator and figure it out what it is. If it's math, if it's, you know, business, if it's personality, no matter what it is, they systematically break things down. And then when they feel like they have a good, solid foundation of who that person is, then they will move forward. So I feel like this person that you met, who is also an earth energy like you, I feel, Virgo, this person makes you go inside yourself and think. And so I think you guys are comfortable with spending time not really talking to each other, but spending time just cuddling, being in the same space. And I think this person makes you feel really strong. They make you feel like you're their everything, and, you know, all those things that happen at the beginning of a relationship that hasn't turned into marriage and kids, right? The dating stage. And I'm not saying that marriage is bad, you guys. I'm just saying that, you know, once you get past all the, you know, the tummy butterflies and all that kind of stuff, and the bloom is off the rose, the hard part is the relationship. So if you plan on staying together, it is really hard to keep a relationship together if the only thing you have between you is the fact that you lust after each other. All right, so why do we have the death card here, please? Clarify the death card. Can you tell me about death? Death card. Tell me about death, please. Three of Wands. So I think that there was a time between the time that you two ended your relationship and the time in which you met this new person. I feel like there was an ample amount of time, you know, maybe 3 or 6 months, and maybe 4 months, maybe 13, who knows, a year and a half. There's time that you took to heal, which is good. You took this time here, the Three of Wands, to heal, and what naturally followed is the card of death, right? The transformation followed right after that. You healed and you took some time for you, and then you were able to move ahead. So then we end up having a little bit more sunshine. So you went from being really sad, being heartbroken, to meeting this person. Maybe you're perking up a little bit, and now we have the sun in the reverse. And the sun in the reverse is still the sun. It's just that right now you're just not in any more of a growth period. So you've gone through your transformation. You have to heal after that. I mean, having realizations about yourself is hard work. When you can look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm happy with who I am, that is a huge day, but I can guarantee you that not a lot of people can do that, can dissect who they are and decide if they need to change or not. I just need the I need to clarify the Eight of Swords here. Why do we have the Eight of Swords here? Eight of Swords is here because of the Eight of Wands. So you really want to push forward for a new relationship, but you're worried about it. You're not sure if you want to take a new path in love or not, or passion. Causes another tower. Wow. So you have 2 towers, Virgo. Let's clarify that one and figure out what's going on here. What is the second tower about, please, for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. The second tower for Virgo, please. The second tower for you, you didn't expect to fall in love again, and there it is. So it's actually a good tower this time. You fell in love almost immediately, and you didn't expect that there would be anyone else out there who would deal with you, right? You just thought, that's it. You know, when someone throws you away like that, they pull the plug and they run. That's it. And that's it. Nobody is coming back. What else can you tell me about the tower, please? Can you tell me about the tower, please? And that person makes you feel like the King of Cups. So they make you feel romantic and emotional, and maybe they bring out a side of you that had gotten buried when you were in this longer relationship. They bring this good side out in you, and you enjoy being the one who is in charge, being treated like someone who is capable. I feel like they're, you know, we've talked about in your other readings, whomever it was resonating with, that it is the depth of character that people look at. You know, it's okay to be attracted to somebody, but really, if it's going to be a long-term relationship, it's going to have to be depth of character. That's what this is right here. The King of Cups has depth of character, and I don't feel as though you felt that you would have this much success in for a tower. So this is a good tower. You see what I mean, you guys? It's the meaning of the tower is that after the tower falls, after it shakes you down, it's going to change your life in ways, and your life will never be the same again after that. This one, we had a tower because the marriage ended, and then we have a tower close to the end because a new relationship began. So it can be good, it can be tough to get through, but all in all, the purpose of the tower is to teach you something. And so I think that in the midst of all of this, you were able to transform, Virgo, and that is what the tower will do, is it will transform your life and make you far more far more thinking about your higher self, thinking about the highest good for you, the highest good for life in general. I've got these cards here, which are by Denise Linn, and they are the Sacred Traveler. And we're just going to ask for some advice from the Sacred Traveler for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please. And we have actually 3 cards, so I will take all 3. We have the first one, which is Voyage of the Heart. Love flows through you and to you. So I think because you were willing to go through the transformation, that love now flows through you and to you. So you are now getting reciprocity from someone that you didn't even think it was possible to meet in the past. And then we have Take Action with Passion. I believe this is you with your new person here. Take action with passion, and reaching your destination, your light is shining brightly. So I feel like you reached your destination after you finally got away from this marriage, which I think was really toxic for not only you, but for your person as well. I'm just going to clarify these cards here. Cool. All right. So I'm just going to clarify, reaching your destination, your light is shining brightly. What is your destination? Your destination is the King of Wands. So, you know, feeling strong, feeling good, maybe a business of your own, being the leader. You might have some fire in your chart. Being the leader, being the person who commands attention when they walk in a room, and that's when you know you've reached your destination. Also, when you can embody the King of Cups on a regular basis, when you can continually look inside, not scared to change, don't take what other people say to you as offense. I've always said on this channel, there is no offense taken. No, there's no offense given where none is taken, which means that if someone's trying to offend you, if you choose not to be offended, you just will not be offended. So, the King of Swords, I think that is the lesson of the King of Swords, is that, you know, don't get overly emotional. Keep your sword to the ground. Oh, sorry. That's the King of Swords. Not the King of Cups is over here. This is the King of Swords. So keep your swords to the ground. You know that you can talk your way in and out of anything. Just remain communicative. Remember that you have to communicate in order to keep a relationship going. The moment that you fall back into the silence of the hermit is when things are going to go sideways. So, Voyage of the Heart. Love flows through you and to you. Absolutely, it does. So you're in love. I feel like you were trying to hold on to this old relationship, and it was stagnant energy, and you didn't realize that it was actually an energetic block that you needed to remove in order to be happy. So I feel like the Voyage of the Heart here is love, and then it says valiant courage, take action with passion, and then we have the Planet of Gifts here, the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like we end with the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor because you've learned lessons. I feel like there's such a transformation here. Like I see your energy change right away, Virgo. And I know that you're a muted sign, and so you are an earth sign, but you have a bit of vulnerability, and you are able to ebb and flow like some of the other signs who are very flexible. But I didn't feel like you would be this flexible, because I think when we were talking last time, when I did the last reading, the energy that I was picking up was that of someone who was sad, and that there would be someone coming in that has your back. I think if you haven't met this person already, this person is really close, because this reading ends with the Wheel of Fortune, clarifying your valiant courage. There we go. That's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for coming here. Thank you very much for clicking here. If you're interested in getting ahead on your Christmas shopping, please look below. There are some links that you might want to peruse. If you have any questions, please email me, and I can help you with anything that you see down there. Please go and watch That's the Facts Jack, the newest one that's up, and I'll link it here. And you can go there to see the changes that'll be happening on the channel, and the explanation of what kind of sales I have going on this month for private readings. It's going to get busy from here on in, guys. So if you want to get your private readings, it's probably going to be good for you to do that in October, because my November, December is already getting pretty full. So unless I have some cancellations, then things, you might have to wait for your readings. All right, I'm going to go for now. Thank you very much for coming. Thanks for clicking. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for subscribing. See you later.